The morning smells of baked bread and wet stone. You wake in a cramped room above a tavern, the strings of your lyre tangled like your hair. Outside, Rome hums. The city never sleeps. It only changes rhythms. You've been a street musician for 3 years, long enough to know which corners pay best and which guards take bribes in song requests. You play not for fame, but for the quiet moments when someone forgets their hunger long enough to listen. You take your usual spot near the bakery at dawn. The smell of warm loaves guarantees an audience, though they're mostly too busy to tip. A baker's apprentice hums along, flowers streaking his face like war paint. He tosses you the day's first coin. You nod in thanks, both of you knowing it's less about generosity and more about superstition. No one wants bad luck from ignoring a musician before sunrise. By midday, the forum roars. Merchants shout prices, children chase dogs, and senators pretend not to notice the smell of fish. You pluck your strings against the noise, hoping your tune survives. Sometimes a noble stops to listen, only to leave when you bow too low. Your fingers ache, your throat dries, but when an old woman drops a fig in your bowl, it feels like a victory. You laugh softly to yourself. Music might not feed you, but at least it keeps you from joining the philosophers. They perform for free. As the sun falls, the tavern doors open. Drunken soldiers demand songs of Mars and lost loves. You give them both. Someone starts crying halfway through, probably over a goat they sold last week. You play until your fingertips sting, until the coins glint like tiny suns in your bowl. The laughter fades, and for a moment the street quiets. You think of how the empire forgets its poets, yet still hums their tunes centuries later. You pack your lyre, bow to the moon, and whisper a small prayer to the gods of broken strings and empty stomachs. Another day survived, another song remembered. If you love quiet glimpses into forgotten lives, like and follow for more calm journeys through history. Tell me in the comments, would you have survived as a Roman street musician?